Hello everyone, welcome to the second installment of our guild how-to
Famous missions are what I do
videos.
best.
This one's going to be
Famous
covering
missions are what I do
how
best.
to
From it.
be able to run the Ord Mantel heroics. I'm also going to be running through, just really briefly, sped up, but I'm going to be running through just the leveling process that I did, showing you that it doesn't really take that long. Just get out there, start taking out mobs and everything, grab a few of the exploration unlock or XP bonuses, as well as just getting stuff for killing different creatures, that kind of stuff. I'm going to also be grabbing the Matrix Shard on Ord Mantel so you can see that when it comes up. Meet Bertos. Say hi, Bertos.
How's it going?
And without further ado, let's get ahead and get to this. I'm going to speed this up here so we can get running through and take out some mobs. Hey, enjoy. Here we are at our first stop. It's over here at Falk's Reach Speeder. It's going to be for the red Matrix Shard on Ord Mantel here. Right, now that you've got your red mix shard, you can go ahead and quick travel over to the Fort Garnick Cantina. From there, you're going to go ahead and run over to the weekly heroic missions terminal and grab up the missions. That way, you can go ahead and do them. You can either quick travel straight to them by clicking on the little icon, or I actually would go ahead and quick travel to the Ordam village. Reason for that being is the bonus for one of your heroics, you end up having to run through the actual village anyways to be able to get to it. So it just saves you time instead of having to quick travel over to the heroic area and then run back over to be able to get the mobs you need for the bonus. Go ahead and just run from Ordam Village over to mobs over here. You can see the lookouts that are the ones that you need over here. Go ahead and take those guys out. They're really easy to take out. They're just your standard mobs. So there you go. Alright, now that we get over here, I went ahead and jumped up to kind of scale around, make it a little bit easier, bypass a few mobs. But now that we're here, the mobs that are down here, the reason I'm fighting from up here is to allow for line of sight to be able to control the fight. So you can see the two strong mobs that are down below me, they're still fighting and firing up at me. I can back up away from the ledge so I can knock off their cast timer or their channel time on their attacks, and it allows the elite that is over there now firing at my butt, that it prevents him from being able to directly fire at me the entire time, because he has that auto fire that he does, and that hurts, especially in this. But what I do is, because of line of sight, I'm able to duck back behind that break right there to be able to prevent him from doing that full load on me, which is bad, especially if you're under geared and all this other kind of stuff. So this allows to be able to make sure that you can kind of control the fight and come out ahead. So I just took on an elite and two strongs with really no gear to speak of, and there we go. So the important part, and I can't stress this enough anytime you're running any of this stuff, especially if you're under geared or anything like that, first of all, have your companion out, but secondly, make sure that you have med packs and that kind of stuff on you. It'll save you so much hurt. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we're here over going to buying loyalty. An important note is to make sure that you do the bonus before you talk to the droid, because you will lose out on it if you do not. So it's make sure that you get all the Savrip kills that you need ahead of time, and then anytime you can take out the chieftains, it's good because you have a secondary, which is the cutting off the head heroic. That will require you to take out 5 chieftains. I do that through the course of this whole entire deal, and I pace them out rather than do them all at once. It's good to make sure you cover all of your bases before you do it. The bonuses, you can only do them once a week on any particular character, so just make sure that when you're going through, you do them all in time. Makes it a little bit easier. As you can see, I'm up here again doing the same thing as I did before, a little bit different application this time. I'm fighting against 2 elites and a weak. The important thing is you want to try and maintain your distance from them, because that'll be your best friend in any of these kind of situations. So, as you can see, you can pop off the little guy really quickly, but the elites kind of hang in there, so making sure that you take them out in the process is important. These are the control beacons for the destroy the beacons heroic. So you don't actually have to be out of a fight to be able to click on them. You just have to be close enough to be able to engage them. And that brings us to the end of the run here. Just gotta click the last control terminal here, and there we are. So, hope you guys enjoyed this, and thank you all for watching. With that, say thank you, Bertos.
Thanks.
And goodbye.
Bye.
During the course of filming this time, I actually ended up doing a couple of different takes. And what ended up happening is I got up onto the roof of the main building in the Manit Point outpost. So I ended up scaling up on top of the thing and kind of poking around up there. So there you go. That's the first part. Next up, you can see here, I actually got up onto the cliff face up above this is the actual instanced area for part of the smuggler's story on Ord Mantel here. I'm not going to say any reason for why you're in there or anything in case anyone happens to have not played it before. But what ends up happening is, and why this is so hilarious, is that I actually end up getting up on top of a zone wall here that barricades off the instance. So I'm just kind of floating up in the air. And yeah, never thought you'd see Private Butterball here doing the moonwalk in midair, defying gravity. So I just found this funny, and I ended up kind of running around on it a little bit more, getting around to the other side. But as you can see, yeah, that's how they definitely divide the zone walls in here. So here I go, walking across. Don't look down. Leap of faith, man. Leap of faith. Seriously, he's just walking along in the middle of the air. No big deal. This is Tuesday to him. Anyways, got to the other side, so you can see that these are just some of the outtakes that happen when I'm exploring around. And last but certainly not least, I decided that as I was going through unlocking the entire map for Ord Mantel on this guy, I thought, you know what, I'm I'm gonna go ahead and explore. So I ended up going over and I climbed up onto the cliff face and I figured, I'm sure that it's slanted enough to be able to climb up onto the actual hill. So I started working my way up and this is what happened. As you can see here, it took a little bit of finagling to be able to get up there, but it got up there and it got to a point where it actually started to glitch like that you could see underneath the surface texturing and everything so that you could see the underlying parts of it. And I had to kind of guess a lot of my jumps here as far as the surface to what was underneath and everything to be able to get all the way around. But I ended up getting all the way over and you'll see the view from the top of the volcano that is on Ord Mantel. It took a lot of kind of working my way around and everything. I hit a lot of invisible walls that were, as you can see in different portions, that they are actually like different underlying meshes and everything. So I finally just kind of worked my way around and get up all the way. Took a lot of finagling, a lot of luck, and got up to the very top here. And ended up just touring around here a little bit and finally jumping down from up here down into the area below to be able to get inside the volcano in a absolutely non-contemporary fashion so that I actually end up standing next to where the macro binocular droid is located, and you'll see here in a second. I'll go ahead and fast forward to that. Here we are at the macro binocular droid on Ord Mantel. So as you can see, definitely not the conventional way to be able to get to it, and certainly not the easiest. Took a lot of little jumps and everything to be able to work my way up here, but definitely a lot of fun getting up here. And I was on TeamSpeak with everyone, laughing my butt off when I was doing it. So a lot of fun if you like to explore around and get to areas of the map that you're not supposed to. Give me a call. We definitely will have a lot of fun together playing and parkouring our way through all of Star Wars, the Old Republic, getting into areas that we're not supposed to.